Good morning, my dear boys of class 4. This is Shravani Mujumdar, your English second paper instructor on behalf of St. Gregory's High School and College. Boys, I hope all of you are fit and fine, and I am also fine by the grace of Almighty. Before starting today's topic, boys, I would like to say that in your last assessment, most of you have written the answer of question number 2 of noun, that is, give me a cup of tea, material noun. But for your kind information, I gave you a class based on material noun, and in that class I discussed on that topic. So I think that most of you haven't watched the class properly. That's why you couldn't give the answer. That means when we use the measurement before a material noun, that noun will be the common noun. So if I say tea is delicious, then in that sentence tea will be material noun. But if I say give me a cup of tea, in this sentence I have measured how much tea I want. That's why that will be common noun. Okay, and this is same for all material nouns. If I say water is essential for our life, then water here is a material noun. But if I say give me a glass of water, that means I have used the measurement here. That's why you have to write it common noun. Okay, the underline will be only under water, so you have to be careful before answering, because you have to read the whole sentence carefully. Okay, so read the whole sentence if the teacher has used the measurement or not. Okay, boys. Okay, now one more thing, there was another question, that is chicken. So some of you have written chicken countable noun, but for your kind information, I gave you a class. Okay, in that class I taught you that chicken is a uncountable noun. Okay, because in that picture I used chicken as a raw material. Okay, so when chicken are used as a raw material, that will be uncountable. But when chicken will be used for the living animals, like I have 2 chickens, 3 chickens, then that will be the countable. Okay, so I hope all of you are clear. So in my next classes I will give you some more examples based on countable and uncountable nouns. And before that I would like to start pronouns. Okay, after the completion of the syllabus I will give you some more examples on the previous topics. So don't worry and try to learn carefully my lessons. Okay, so boys, today I have not prepared any slide for you. Today I am going to teach you from this book. So take out this book. You have to turn your page number let me find it, page number 23. Okay, so in page number 23 you have pronouns. Okay, so here is written what is pronoun. A pronoun is a word that is used in place of one or more nouns or pronouns. So why do we use pronoun? We use pronoun instead of noun or a pronoun to remove the repetition of the same word. So if I say Shravani Miss is our English second paper teacher, Shravani Miss teaches well, Shravani Miss likes to travel from place to place, and etc etc etc. So if I just repeat the same name, Shravani, that will not sound good. Okay, that's why to remove this repetition of the name or noun we use pronoun. So here are some examples for you. In the first example you can see that Maria is in the park, she is playing. Okay, so here I have not used, in the book they have not used the same name again. Okay, they have not written like this, Maria is in the park, Maria is playing. Okay, so to remove the repetition of the same name or noun we use pronoun. Okay, so as Maria is a girl, they have used here she. Okay, then in the second example you can see that Maria and her friends are in the park. So here subject are plural. First one is Maria and second one is her friends. So as the subject is plural we have to use they. Okay, so they are playing football. So you can see that if you use the same word again, like Maria and her friends are in the park and Maria and her friends are playing football, then it will not sound good. That's why for removing the repetition of same noun, I have used here, or they have used here, they. Okay. Then in the third sentence you can see that the park is big, it has many trees. So here the park is a non-living things. Okay, so for non-living noun we use it. Okay, so it is a pronoun. Here we have used it instead of a noun. Okay, so the park is big, it has many trees. So why do we use the noun? We use why do we use pronoun? We use pronoun instead of noun to remove the repetition of same noun. Okay, so you can write the definition. A pronoun is a word that is used in place of one or more nouns or pronouns. Okay, so I have shown you the examples that are in your book. Then here is written, while using a pronoun, it is important to identify the noun for which it is being used. That means, first of all, you have to identify the noun. Then instead of that noun, you have to use the pronoun. So if the noun is singular and girl, you will use she. If the noun is plural, you will use they. If the noun is non-living things, that means neuter gender, you will use it. Okay, and if the noun is a male person, then you will use he. Okay. Okay, now turn your page. Okay, in page number 24, here is written noun and here is written pronoun. Okay, so under noun you can see there is written Maria and her friends, the park, and pronouns. Okay, so instead of Maria, that means as Maria is a name of a girl, you have to use she. Maria and her friends, they are plural, that's why you have to use they. The park is a neuter gender or non-living things, that's why you have to use here it. Okay. Okay, so fill in the blanks with suitable pronouns. I hope you can do it, boys. I am not going to tell you the answer. Okay, first one, I can just do the first one for you. Number 1, I got a book for my birthday. Dash has a dragon on the cover. So first of all, identify the noun. What is noun here? So for identifying the noun, you have to find out the name. So I got a book for my birthday. So here book is the noun. So instead of book, you have to choose the pronoun from here. Okay, as book is a non-living thing, you have to use here it. So I got a book for my birthday. It has a dragon on the cover. Okay, so from number 2 to number 5, you have to do it by yourself. I hope you can do it, and you can do it in your book, okay, with a pencil. And before that, you can write it in your CW copy. First of all, you will write pronoun, then you will write the definition from the book, then you will copy the examples. Okay, then you can write it. Okay, then after that, fill in the blanks. So fill in the blanks is not needed to write in your CW copy. You can write it in your book, and of course with a pencil, not a pen. Okay. Okay, so here are some personal pronouns. Okay, so pronouns that stand in place of a person or a thing are called personal pronouns. So sometimes we use pronouns in a place of a person or a thing, and that are called personal pronouns. Okay, we can divide personal pronouns into 3 kinds. Okay, so they all are written in your book. You need not copy that, you just listen to me very carefully and you will just write the examples. Okay, first of all, there is first person pronoun. First person pronouns are pronouns used by the speaker to refer to self. The speaker can be more than one person. Okay, so we use first person pronoun to refer to ourselves. Okay, so first person pronouns are number A, I, me, and mine, used to refer to a single person. So we use I, me, and mine to refer to a single person, and they all are personal pronouns. Okay, example, I am the captain, you are talking to me, then this ship is mine. So here I, me, and mine are the singular person and we use to refer to ourselves. Okay, so that's why they are first person pronouns. Then number B, we, us, ours, used to refer to more than one person. So examples are, we are going to space, these choppies are ours, let us eat them. So here we, ours and us are used to refer to more than one person and they are also first person pronouns. Okay, because I is included with we, then I is also included with ours and also I is included with us. Okay, so they are first person pronouns. In your CWO copy you will write first person pronouns. Okay, then you will write just the examples. Number A, I, me and mine. Then you will write used to refer to a single person. Then you will write these three examples. Then number B, we, us and ours, used to refer to more than one person. Then the examples, and you have to learn this, what is first person pronoun, what is second person and also third person. So I am going for second person pronoun. Okay, this is in page number 25. Okay, second person pronouns. Boys, one more thing, if you want to write with me, you can just pause my video. Okay, you can pause my video and after completing your writing you can again start my video. Okay, then number 2, second person pronouns are pronouns used by the speaker to refer to the person being spoken to. That means with whom you are talking to. Okay, second person pronouns are you and yours. So I am talking to you or I am talking to yours. So second person pronouns are the pronouns that refer to the person being spoken to. Okay, example, you and yours can refer to one person or to more than one person. So we use you for one person also and also for more than one person, and yours is also same. Okay, so example is, you are the person who is listening to me. I am speaking to you. Are this pencil yours? Please take them with you. So here you and yours, they can be used instead of one person or instead of more than one person. Okay, so they can be singular and also they can be plural. Okay, so in your copy you will write second person pronouns, then you will write you and yours can refer to one person or to more than one person, then you will write these examples. Okay, then I am going for third person pronouns. Third person pronouns are pronouns used by the speaker to refer to people other than self and the listener. That means instead of first person, without first person and second person, rest of the persons are the third person. Okay, so third person pronouns are he, him and his, used to refer to single masculine gender noun. Examples, he is my brother, this bag is his, I am going to give it to him. So here he, his and him, they all are masculine gender and we use these types of third person pronoun instead of except I and we. That means without first person and second person, the rest of the persons are the third person. That means first person is I, we, me, ours, then us, mine, they are the first person. Then second person are you, yours, and except these persons, rest of the persons are the third person. Okay, then number B, she, her and hers, used to refer to single feminine gender noun. Okay, so she is my teacher, the book is hers, I gave it to her. Here in the sentences you can see that. Okay, she is for girl, her is also for girl, and hers is also for girl, and they are used for feminine gender. Okay, and they all are third person singular number. Then it, used to refer to single neuter gender noun. I told you that we use it for non-living things and also you can see say that they are the neuter gender. Okay, so example, it is my book, give it to John. Okay, that is a spider, it can spin a web. Okay, so spider. Okay, So that is a spider. It can spin a web. Here you can see that a spider is not a non-living thing, okay, but it is a kind of insect or animal. That's why you have to use here it, okay. Spider is a kind of insect. That's why instead of spider or instead of cat, dog, lion, tiger, you have to use it, okay. And as book is a neuter gender, you have to use it, okay. Then I am going for number D, they, them and theirs, okay. Used to refer to plural noun of any gender, okay. So they, them and theirs are used to refer to plural noun of any gender, okay. Example, they are my friends, okay. I like them, these books are theirs, okay. You can see that first of all they are living things like friends and them, but in the third sentence these books are theirs. Books is non-living things, but we have used here theirs. You have to remember that if the noun is non-living but they are plural, you have to use they or theirs, okay. So it doesn't mean they are non-living or living, or they are common gender or masculine, feminine or neuter gender. You have to use they, them or theirs instead of any gender in plural form, okay. Okay, so boys, this is all about page number 20. I have started it from page number 23, 24 and 25, okay. So this is all about your first person, second person and third person. I hope you can learn it at your home, okay. So I'm not going to elaborate my lecture, okay. I would like to finish my lecture right now, because I think that first of all you should learn what is first person, second person and third person and where you have to use them, okay. And then in my next class I will complete this lecture, okay. So boys, thank you very much. Take care of yourself and follow my lecture and write only those things that I have told you to write, okay. Thank you very much boys. And one more thing, listen to my lecture and watch my lecture carefully, because I take your assessment and all the assessments are based on my lectures, okay. So if you listen to my lecture carefully, I think it is not difficult to answer any question, okay. So the sentences can be different but the rule will be same. That's why you can learn it. And one more thing, with an application, okay. I gave you an application based on multimedia classroom, and with that application you have to draw an envelope to the principal, okay. So I will show you how to draw this in my next class, okay. Okay boys, thank you very much. Stay safe and healthy. See you on Sunday. Thank you.